High Tide Imbibe, we have beer from the Maritimes. In this case, from my home province, but given to me by my friend Nick, as you may know as Maxwell Star in the beer tube community. BA 101, the show that's on almost every Wednesday, talking about beer and all that bullshit. But Nick gave me a bunch of stuff. If you saw my unpacking video I did a few days back. And now we're going to start getting into some of the beers tonight. That's what we're going to do. So the first one I wanted to jump into, because this was the one that looked the most exciting to me. This is from Lazy Bear Brewing. This is a Royal ESB. Love me an ESB. So 6% alcohol by volume. Let's go to their website real quick. I don't know if I seem to recall that they kind of go through the rotation of their beers pretty quickly. So sometimes they don't always have shit listed. But we'll give it a look. Share screen. There we go. Lazy Bear Brewing. The brewery, the Firebox events, contact. Okay. So they got some pictures and stuff. Drink Lazy, and they're in Smith's Cove here in Nova Scotia. They got ciders and seltzers as well, because everybody does these days. They have like a whole outdoor venue thing that you can kind of look at. They got a pizza place attached to them, I guess. Brewery. All right. We got some people and things. What we brew. Our lineup is always changing, but you can expect a little something for every taste. Craft beers from bold IPAs to smooth stouts, crisp lagers. Each batch is small, thoughtful, impactful flavor. We got ciders, we got seltzers, or just beer. It's not just about what's in the glass, it's about the experience. Pair your pint with a wood-fired pizza from our on-site food truck kickback on our patio and catch live music every Thursday night during the warmer months. Sounds good. So let's see some of the stuff they're showing here that they have in their lineup. Coastal. What is this? No, it doesn't expand. Okay. Coastal Light. I'm assuming lager or something like that. Honey Brown. Lazy Lager. Something Amber. Bear Island IPA. Royal ESB, which is what we're drinking. So they don't really tell you anything about their beers, I guess. Okay, well, that's... I wish they'd, not just show what they make the once over. I saw Nick drank one of those at, the ferry station or the airport, or I don't know. The ferry station. Yeah, ferry station. He drank one of those, I think. All right, so they don't really say a lot on their website. That's... it's a little disappointing, but whatever. The fact that they even have a website that they seem to actively update is amazing in this day and age. Spring water, barley, hops, yeast, contains gluten. Extra special bitter, a drink for royalty. I don't fit for royalty. Okay. I was about to say, no, the extra special bitters weren't made for royalty or anything. They were just beefier British bitters. And not even necessarily bitter. Is because a British bitter is just I'm losing the word. I get old and I lose words. Yeah, never mind. Point being, extra special bitter doesn't mean it's necessarily extra bitter. It just means it's a bigger version of a standard British bitter. Generally has more flavor, more fruity flavors, maybe a bit more earthy hop taste in general, maybe a bigger body. We'll see. All right. Pour the sucker out and see what we think. Ooh, it looks good. Look at that. It looks the part, man. Even the head's a little off white, little dark, like approaching tan or like cream colored or something along those lines. Like it's the body's kind of. It looks more like a brilliant, like burnt sun amber, whatever kind of thing going there. It's more almost like amberish into almost kind of a gravy kind of color, like kind of a light gravy maybe. Um, Looks pretty unfiltered. Looks pretty, the proper kind of unfiltered, not these hazy bullshit things. Just that head seems like it's sticking around. That looks the part. It looks beautiful. All right, let's go to the aroma. Mm. Mm. Very caramelly, very biscuity, which is awesome. A little bit of earthiness coming up as well underneath that. Very much in the spectrum of what a good ESB should smell like. Not getting like an overabundance of dark fruit necessarily. Well, no, hold on now. It's somewhere in that spectrum. It's, as the late great Terry K would say, it's got a little bit of that black strap molasses going for it. Mm. You could almost argue dark fruit of some sort, but it's more comfortable just to like sit it in kind of like a caramelized sugar, black strap molasses kind of general milieu. Am I using milieu properly? I don't even know at this point. It's just so old now. I just words come into my head that I used to know. I say them situationally, and sometimes they just don't work anymore. It's fine. It'll happen to you too, youngsters, if you get my age. All right, cheers. Let's go to the taste. It smells great. We're going to go right to the taste. Mm. This is nice. Hmm. Yeah. Very earthy in the actual taste. Um, get initial little bit of that caramel sweetness coming through. Biscuity quality. Finishes kind of earthy. Like copper coin. Earthiness. Mm. Metallic. This is good. Bodies, let's say medium, lower medium body. It's got a little bit more punch to it. Yeah, I like it. Am I going to sit here and lie to you and say it's the best ESB I've ever had? No. Um, Probably not even close to the best ESB I've ever had. It's come somewhere like mid tier as far as like the ESBs I've had over the years. It's missing a little something. Seems a little too overly bitter on the end. Yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of a... Maybe it's a little old. That might be the problem. It's really hard to tell. There's no real on-can date here. It's just like, it says 376. I don't know what the fuck that means. I think that's just batch 376. I don't see a date. It's good, though. It's pretty decent. Kind of fits the style pretty well. I'd say about a 7 style-wise. It does the things it's mostly supposed to do. It's within the range of the things it's supposed to do as a style. My own personal preference, I'm going to go 6.5. I like it. Probably would not necessarily buy it myself again, but if someone handed it to me, I definitely would drink it. I mean, no problem. It's a decent ESB. It's just not. It's not Propeller ESB. It's not. Was it Britain Brewing or Nine Locks, who does an ESB, which is really good. Not quite there, but and we have a distinguished gentleman in the chat, CB Fall, saying, "Hey Lee, very great and honest review." Well, thank you very much, sir. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, this is all right. 7 style, 6.5, my own personal preference. This is, again, from Lazy Bear Brewing here in Nova Scotia, the Royal ESB. Really love the can art, though. Really love the can art. And CB Falls saying, "I'm doing well. Thanks for asking." Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Nicholas. And I'll be back with something else Nicholas gave me in mere moments, maybe like 10 minutes or something like that. We'll see how many reviews I do tonight before I have to cut off and do some other stuff. But I will be back. Thanks for watching, everybody. And we'll see you in a little bit.